Okay, so it's gonna slowly get darker, have about 15 minutes of sunlight or light. The sun's gone behind the clouds, going down for the night. It's rising in the east, setting in the west, of course. Gets earlier. The sun comes out earlier the more easterly you go across the meridians or the longitudes. So, yeah, that's why the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Anyway, some poop bags. I'm not going to throw that away. Maybe I'll catch it on the way back when it's going to be dark. I'm going to figure it. Anyway, crypto vlog, May the 4th, 2023. May the 4th be with you. Yoda coin. I said, be careful with Yoda coin. I don't like to retweet coins with over 1,000 retweets, 10,000 followers, and guess what? They got the freaking yellow check mark. They decided to do a 60th pre-sale on top. Why do they need a pre-sale if it's hyped? Why do you need just add 2 ETH liquidity and send it, right? Why do you need a pre-sale? It'll pump harder without liquidity. Because they wanted to rug. They rugged 4 coins at the same time. I don't know how they got the yellow ticks. They bribed insiders. I don't know how the companies, were they non-profits or something? How did Twitter give them the yellow ticks? They got these yellow ticks. They ran with 200 ETH or whatever. It's a small scam, easy to pull off. No risk. And what else was very little risk? Well, if you got in early on Pepe, so I want to talk about Pepe because I got a little pep in my step today to talk about it. So, with Pepe, it sort of started out as a know-nothing meme. Everyone knows the meme Pepe. April 13th, another Pepe coin, right? About 3 weeks ago. Why should we buy Pepe? I think it's a 3-week anniversary. It's Thursday, right? So it might have been a 3-week anniversary of Pepe. Another Pepe coin. Is it meme season? Is Bitcoin done? Well, Bitcoin did hit 30,000, 31,000, or whatever when it created that top, and it's just hanging on for dear life. It hasn't broken out. What's the reason for it to break out? Well, a lot of people are shorting regional bank stocks, so like FRC, PAWC. I'm not sure of the name. Shout out to Will Options Friend for making 800K on his puts. Puts are short calls on that. Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made if you're a day trader. That's the wealthy stuff. Once you get wealthy, crypto is super easy. It's hard to transition from crypto to normie stocks to crypto, but because crypto is just basic. Get in early. Whatchamacallit? I want to say like diversity of information, the spectrum, thinking of the spread, the difference, basically the difference in information and alpha, whatever you want to call it, in crypto is so advantageous. In stocks, the minute differences will allow the bankers and the large funds to make huge profits, at least when the market's trending, or they can take short calls or puts like on the bank stocks. But anyway, so the wealth of information available in crypto, the more information you have, the more money you're going to make. Like I talked about news, if you aren't following Tree News, Zoomerfied, all those good accounts, and you're not in Tree Capital for news, you're going to lose money because you don't have the information. The earlier you get the information, the more you can profit. So with meme stocks, the earlier you were in, special shout out to Ace for giving us that Pepe call around 300K market cap. And Pepe, hit 980 million market cap or whatever today. The 1 billion mark got front run, at least on spot. I think on perps it may have hit 1 billion market cap, but yeah, that was a good spot to sell. The thing with Pepe is when it's basically at 1 billion right now, I'm recording, right? We have 100 wallets that are over $1 million. So everyone said, I want to get to $1 million in Pepe. A lot of them already sold though. It might be a fraction of their original bag. I assume most had sold a bit on the way up. So you want to ape. I always say the best way to make money is ape early. So you ape through sniping, news terminals, just having access to that information to get in, sometimes pre-sales. So many different ways to get in early on these plays. It sucks that my arm's there, right? I'm holding out like this. So if I hold it close to here, you can't see my arm, or you can somewhat. Maybe it's not there, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be there. It's just what if I hold it like this? Even more out, no. So, yeah, get in early, get in big. So you want to size at the bottom. Of course, you take on more risk sizing at the bottom, especially in meme coins. You aren't sure if it's a rug. In news, your risk is whether you have exit liquidity when you size big. Sometimes you don't. So that's a risk when you're news trading, even though you can be super early. So Pepeohm on Arbitrum is launching tomorrow. They were going to do a pre-sale. Now they won't because they realized all the pre-sales are rugging. So you can still be sniped because they're going to have a decent allocation. But basically, Ohm is where the 333, I think, 3,3. It's where you have the bonds, basically buy, and you can either stake the tokens directly on the website in their pools, or you can LP and make bonds. And when you make these bonds, there's a lockup, usually 24, 48, 72 hours, sometimes 7 days, extreme cases. But these bonds give you more interest than the basic staking in individual coins. So kind of like eggs was this sort of Ponzi. It's funny because eggs bounced actually 2.5x this week along with Icy. So people rotated in the classic Ponzi's. But Pepe went up 2x today, which is pretty impressive. To clip, I don't know if it wicked to that 1 billion market cap, at least on Uniswap it didn't, but perps might have on spot exchanges. Hobie, OKX, MEXC, Gate, it might have. So people got blown out who tried to short. But obviously, why would you short at 500 million market cap? Like, just short at $1 billion. Seemed obvious. But we could break $1 billion, but still, all those guys, the top 100 holders I was talking about, who have $1 million, they are gonna look for their exits, right? Everyone wants an exit in life. You don't want to hold forever. Some people do. Like Bitcoin, you want to hold forever. SHIB, to hold, let's see, that full year would have been nice. Or actually from August 2020 to the top in November, I think. No, October, late October. So if you would have held the 14 and a half months, it would have been Gucci. Anyway, you don't know where the top is, but since we're in an echo bubble or a mini bull cycle right now, Bitcoin, say the top is 30K at Bitcoin, but you might say, hey, all these banks are collapsing. Won't that have a liquidity injection by the Fed? Perhaps we do get that, but still, recession, inflation sort of topped. I talked about that yesterday, so that's good. Is the Fed gonna raise interest rates some more? Probably not, but if they print money to bail out these banks, yeah, they may have to raise interest rates if they stimulate spending. So obviously banks don't do well when people aren't spending money. So they don't do well when people aren't spending and aren't saving. So a combination of no money, not having the money to save, and not having the money to spend. Vicious cycle. That's why these APRs are like 5% just for keeping money in your bank. They're creeping up like 4.9, 4.96%. Then you get the 5%. Wow, it's over 5% now to lock up my money for a period in the bank, which is really impressive since I think that was the inflation rate. So usually the APR tends to align with the yearly inflation, the annual year over year, which was about 5%, I think. Well, we're getting the CPI, I think, next week, maybe the 10th. It's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I want to talk about Pepe a bit more. To actually hold, you look through these guys that held, you don't know what's going through their mind. Okay, they held Now they're millionaires. What next? So they accomplished what your goal was, right? Whatever it was to make your first 1,000, then get over 10,000, then 100,000, then the million. Everyone always wants to be a millionaire. Okay, you're a millionaire now. What next? Well, you try to make more and more money. The market rugs you if we're close to the echo top, right? You may get rugged being more aggressive, and you may lose it trying to add an extra zero, or just going from 1 million to 2 million to 3 million to 5 to 10 million, etc. So that's why you always want a variety of tools, but still, it's so hard to be risk on to hold these meme coins knowing they'll collapse anytime to 1 billion market cap, to hold Pepe, whatever it did, 5,000x or so, and then have it just collapse, because you know any single moment it can collapse when the market rugs. But just when these holders start to exit, there's not enough liquidity for them all to exit. Even for one holder to dump $1 million, that would send it down like 50%. There just isn't the liquidity. Maybe 30%. But because I looked on Uniswap, the market cap was what, 900 million when I checked before I left, but the liquidity is only 4 million. So you have under 0.5% liquidity. It's probably not much better on SEX's centralized exchanges. So it's really interesting. Once Pepe millionaires start to exit, where how far will it fall? I mean, if they don't exit at 1 billion, sure, it can keep going. A lot of people are waiting for that Binance listing for the liquidity. I think we did like a 5x on SHIB from like 1 million or 5 million to 30 million. I don't know exactly. 3 million to 15 million when it got listed on FTX and Binance. FTX and Binance were actually rivals before the collapse of FTX. If you got an FTX listing, that was big. If you got a Binance listing, it was even bigger. So now it's just Mexi, Obi. Obi used to be good, but now not so much. A Gate and OKX is sort of like, and Bybit are the big ones to get listed before Binance, because Binance really doesn't list anything. And they said they didn't want to list Pepe if it's just going to collapse, but if it really stabilizes, they want to list stable coins. That's why they usually list a coin over 100 million market cap. You might say, wait, Pepe has almost 1 billion market cap. Why haven't they listed it? They may, but they don't want it to straight collapse under their feet, right? Because Pepe can go from, can lose 70% from almost 1 billion to 300 million really fast. Anyway, that's Pepe. Just to actually hold that long, to be a millionaire and just chase your dreams, and then it can collapse any minute. So you look at all these millionaires in Pepe and you say, I can't believe they held so long. I can't believe they were that crazy. That's really impressive, right? But it's short-lived, because we don't know where the collapse is, and to hold that long. And again, special shout out to Ali for creeping over. I think his share is only half a million, which is pretty good, but really impressed that he held that long. He said he would give me $10,000 as a bounty for telling him to hold, but I don't really care about that. Milady's peaked at 3.7 because of the Blur NFT loans, really fractionalized loans and borrows. Lending and borrowing, really interesting. And Milady's where they're featured NFT. But you can do it on Pudgies, Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, and I guess Azuki's, some more maybe. Usually they included, what was that colorful one? It's always, it used to be included, but the floor, they rugged to like 3 ETH or 6 ETH. What was it? 5 ETH floor, doodles, squiggles, no doodles. Anyway. So that's Milady's got sent over 3 ETH. But again, if this were a real bull market with real liquidity and everything mooning, it would be 10 ETH. But it's not. So obviously the music is close to stopping. Hasaka tweeted that something about selling. Everyone the crescendo. Wait for the crescendo, the selling crescendo. So basically, when the selling peaks, we'll have a bloody market. Starting with Pepe, of course. Pepe is going to be the most brutal downfall when it happens. Of course, smaller market cap coins are going to go down even more with less liquidity, but Pepe's the the meme of Bitcoin. The top meme in comparison to Bitcoin. It's the Bitcoin of memes. There we go. Pepe, and then the ETH of memes is Wojak. Then you have I guess, what's number 3 now? Bitcoin, ETH. We used to have all those rivals like AVAX, Solana. Aptos. So what's number 3? There's really no number 3. Bitcoin, Satoshi's Vision, BSV or BCH. BCH is ranked higher actually. BCH used to be number 3 or number 2 after Bitcoin. Then Ethereum flipped BCH. Great day. So number 3 would be Mong or Mongoose. It's crazy because I had Mong. I just didn't believe that number 3. I still made, I don't know, 10,000, 15,000 off it, up a couple thousand, but just couldn't make that 6K, 6 figures, sorry. So I'll move on, give you a little outline of memes, how to play it. So Pepeohm is going to have a launch in the morning, actually around noon, sometime, noon Pacific, pretty good time. 3 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. European time, which would be like 7 a.m. in Australia and around 2 a.m. in China and 4 a.m. Asia, Indonesia, Korea, Japan. So Pepeohm is something. If you have a sniper bot, get that up, get that ready. That'll be pretty good to get in. But a lot of people aren't using sniper bots, but best way to play those is get in with the sniper bot. I mean, you could do 50x if you get in early. Probably like 20x if you're the first buys. If you get in a little late at like 3x, 4x, 5x. The problem is they probably won't post the contract before it launches, so you might snipe a bad malicious contract where they lock your funds. You can't sell. So that's a risk, but if you get the right contract a couple minutes before, boom, you can snipe and make your 20x or whatever. So that's a really good way to do it. 10,000 or 5,000, whatever you put in, and flip it to 100,000. That's a whole different field of crypto sniping. Whole different alpha there. And what are we at? 17 minutes. Should I do shout outs? Let's see. We're getting dark here. You can see the foggier the vlog is, the darker it is. BRC20s, some alpha there. Not a ton of volume, but apparently Ortiz did 1,000x or Ming did 1,000x and 2x in a day, driving up the Bitcoin network. Inscriptions and BRC20 tokens, tokenized Satoshis on Bitcoin network. Of course, they're going to drive up traffic and congestion, kind of like how meme coins and DeFi did and NFTs did for ETH, and why ETH 2.0 is so important to reducing gas fees, even though they're still high at times, especially during meme season. SPA, the volume left, right, the wave, now it's sort of idling between. It got as low as I think 105 or 106, 1.06 cents, and it hit 1.28 cents or 1.3 cents, something like that, 1.29 cents. So it did bounce, a nice 23-ish% bounce. But I'm hoping it can rip. Liquidity's sort of trapped. It could go either way right now, so that's gonna be interesting to watch. Will we get an exit pump for SPA? We usually do. Will it come today or tomorrow or Saturday? Hopefully. SPA. And do I want to give any life lessons? Yeah, having a lot of money is great. It does help a lot, but being in crypto, in stocks trading where you're constantly trading an extra zero on your net worth or an extra million, it's hard, it's stressful, and you got to find your peace. But congrats to everyone who made it to 7 figures on Pepe, or 6 figures, whatever your goal was. It was a really hard, really long hold. I hope you're able to realize some of those gains before we go to Rugistan on that. What are you doing, Bobo? You eating that green grass? Yeah. Show you some tads here. Not sure if I'll have time for shout outs. I should do some shout outs. Why not? It'll only take an extra 3 minutes. We're only at the 20-minute mark. Oh yeah, look at those tads. Bum. I heard it takes like 45 days for them to turn into frogs. It makes sense. If they were here on April 6th, it's May 4th today, about a month. Yeah, we have a couple more weeks before we see froggies here. But the metamorphosis is pretty cool. So Barack was actually missing. We had to find Barack O'Barker again. And he was over there on the deer carcass. I might be able to show you the deer carcass in a couple minutes. Let me do the shout outs here. Yeah, I barely feel the rattlesnake bite. Top of my foot, like when I do this, or when I bend it, I feel it a little bit, but yeah, like that. Oh, that hurts. More tads. These are isolated tads, only a couple in here, not like over there. They're all spread out here. The ones that made it over here, I guess they weren't supposed to come over here yet till they were bigger. Because the stronger the current, the bigger they are. Bigger their little muscles have to be. Ah, it's over there. I don't want to go over there again. I don't have to, but maybe I will. Especially these spiky plants. The dogs just love going for this fucking carcass. It's been here a couple weeks already. What kind of animal? Name the animal. I'll give you a hint. Let's flip it over. And you're gonna win. Do we have any winners? How about now? Now do you see it? Oh, look at those teeth. Okay, let's do some shout outs. It's actually a backbone and a skull. I don't want you guys, especially little Barack O'Barker that was trapped over here. I don't want him coming over here again, because I'm gonna have to pull him out like I always have to do. Okay. Let's do some shout outs. What is that? Some boogers? Who knows? A plant? You better not go through that. Where is he? You guys better not go to that deer carcass, right? Okay. Quick shout outs and then we're good. Oh, what happened? New notification? Integration of the graph on Arbitrum 1. Really interesting. I wonder if it pumped. Let me see. Okay, shout outs. Shout outs coming your way. And you just got to learn to be happy with whatever you have. Continue making the solid plays. The people that rode Pepe, super impressive holds. Congrats again to Ali, the person I know personally. See if that news pumped the graph at all. Maybe a moth. Was it there? Or was it late? I don't see the pump at all on the graph. Interesting. Okay, so shout outs. Shout outs. You got to learn to be happy with what you have. Okay? I got a lot of extra views. Usually I just get around 40 views. I got 80 views on this last vlog because of all the WSB talk. There was a WSB Classic. Oh, WSB decided to return 333 ETH, and it did a 10x bounce from the bottom. Is that incredible? So if you bought into the FUD, the rug, you would have made a lot of money. So you can do stuff like that. But obviously, just playing Pepe for a 2x, that's risky, riding to $1 billion. But the people that did make money. So there's that. Jamie, I made a little bit on Curve, pays for groceries for the week. Thanks for the vlog, Duff. Whales had thumbs, good stuff. I like that. New robe. Yeah, no, it's my hospital again. Hello, Duff. Sentinel. Marco Trey's sup, Duff. Good to have you back. Then the 4:30 vlog. Bun fun. Nice vlog, sir. Thank you. With all the Pepe hype, it's just a matter of time before it gets listed on Binance. Possible Foundation. Man, crazy how much one charges to stake for you on Binance. Zoomer. There's a service out there. The ARBs cost down. Curious to see how these meme coins pan out with upcoming macro events and how long it takes before they die off. Right. Especially with the upcoming FOMC meeting. It was a non-starter. Jamie White, thank you for vlog. I'm late to the party so often, but getting better. Being dumpster diving gourmet food. Interesting. Oh no, a little stick could have taken me out. I don't think it did though. Adam, legend. Good to have you back, Adam. Did you pay me back? I don't know. 429, did I do the shout-outs? The shout-outs of the shout-out vlog? Not sure I did. Instant 740 day with Olivia. Okay, Foundation, thanks for revisiting all the old comments. Early April seems like a long time ago. Can't believe those Doge plays. It's only earlier this month. Yeah, the first week of April. No truer words have been said. Scared money don't make money. Of course, Jamie. Thanks for the shout-out, Duff. No problem. Tyroke, good to have you back, buddy. Good morning, Duff. Catching up on the vlogs. Think meme coins are a sign of a local top. Maladies are the hardest form of money on ETH. Fact, true. Sorry to hear about the medical bills. Great advice on shorting stuff like VGX at the end. Comfy, thanks for the shout-out, Duff. Being, good morning, Duff. I think I'll save 429 parts 2 and 3. No, I can do the comments there. Foundation, thanks for the update on Floki and VGX. Nice week for news trading. Yep, Fang pumped on the fact that earnings were not bad. Not sure if this is a good sign of pumps continuing giving up that recession. That recession is still the base case. Incredible aping a meme coin. Stemming from an Elon tweet. Bob can do 2,500x. Goes to show how frothy the current market is. Same goes for Pepe. I imagine this was the one that really marked the beginning of this current meme market. Yep, Pepe was the first. Unbelievable how the tadpoles have grown up that quickly. Crazy what a little bit of rain can do. Bun fun. Glad you're back, dude. Nice vlog. Jamie Tadpole's heart. And then part 1. I think I'm good. I think I'm caught up here. And we'll end it too. Just under a 30. Perfect. Oh, message jerk for BRC 20 Alpha if you want. Actually can't bring up the comments for whatever reason on this vlog. It's weird. Look. It's not showing me the comments. It's just showing the vlog and Joe Rogan. The hell? Okay. So I go full screen. Just trying to... And then, comments. Actually doesn't want to show me the comments. Isn't that comments? Oh, I thumbs down my own video. Oh, whatever. First thumbs down in a while. So it's supposed to show the comments. So part 1 should have comments under there. Thumbs up. There you go. 2 comments. Foundation, nice change of pace with the switch back to night vlogs. Hopefully not as many rattlesnakes in the dark. Of course, not when it's cold. It has nothing to do with the dark. Nice call on SPE. Too bad it's SPA, actually. Too bad I missed out on it again. Better luck on the next play. And nice work building back up to what you have in liquidity right now. Yeah, building back up to 200K liquid. Seems like it wasn't long ago with the rug pulls. Yeah, so many rugs. Jamie, I saw some white scorpions in Nevada like 24 years ago. Holy crap. Thank you for the vlog. That's it. Remember, you got to be positive and focus on the wins. And scared money don't make money. All these people holding 7 figures in Pepe, they could be scared, but not scared enough to sell. Buy the fear. If you can. You will get rugged a lot of times, but you should make more money buying fear than buying blood. See you guys later.